Hi, everybody, and welcome to Spa Babies, presented by Stone Street. I'm Dan Illman, along with Nicole Russo. Friday's Spa Baby race is the sixth. Let's throw up the field. It kicks off the late pick five, a 50-cent base wager. We're going 3/4 of a mile for 2-year-old fillies. These are New York breds. The 6 off script is our morning line favorite at 5-2, a daughter of first crop stallion Instagram trade by Chad Brown. But there's a lot of Stone Street connections in this field. Voltalinas by Complexity. Stone Street bred the red hot sire Complexity. Miss Welch, the nines by McLean's Music. Stone Street raced that blazer.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to say. Stone Street has been involved with so many top stallions now over the years, from Curlin to his son Good Magic. And yeah, Complexity at the top of the freshman sire list right now. Stone Street bred him and bred and raced McLean's Music, his sire, his classic sire, both well represented here.
And let's start off with Voltalina. Dylan Davis takes the mount for Ray Handel, a $67,000 yearling. Complexity 6 for 16 with debut runners thus far. The dam's a half to Grump's Little Tots, who did his best running going 2 turns. The second dam also liked a little bit more distance, but it just seems like the Complexities add a little bit of speed, and these workouts look solid.
Yeah, and what can you say about Complexity? A grade one winning juvenile himself, the leading freshman sire right now. 12 winners from 18 starters overall. That's an incredible strike rate, and they have class too. He's already got Sanford winner Mo Plex, Victoria winner Mensa, and Astoria third place winner finisher French Horn to his credit.
This race is full of quality first crop sires. The 2 is Selectively Sweet by Vacoma, who already has 11 winners. This one sold for $25,000 as a May juvenile, is a half sister to stakes winning dirt router Saratoga Hero. And this one showed good speed in her career debut at a big price.
Yeah, and the Vacomas have been showing speed. No surprise, as he was a graded winning juvenile himself, and then a multiple grade one winner around 1 turn is an older horse, including that stallion making Met Mile. And Vacoma in second to Complexity on the freshman earnings list right now, but plenty of class from his runners as well, including debutante third place finisher Fortuna Mia.
The number 3 is Accelerating by Mitoli. Look at that sell up. $25,000 yearling, $325,000 as a May juvenile after breezing a furlong in a fleet 10 seconds flat. Mitoli, the sire, was very, very quick. The dam yet to foal a winner from 3 runners, but Steve Asmussen's got this one going right now. And I like the nice little maintenance 3 furlong gate breeze the other day.
Yeah, that's a standard Asmussen move with these 2-year-olds. And Steve Asmussen trained Mitoli as well, who was last year's leading freshman sire. So good with his 2-year-olds. And as you said, could add some speed into this family, and Accelerating that 10 flat breeze at the 2-year-old sale in May. A very good time on that track at Timonium, where it's rare to shade 10 furlongs. Only a handful of horses have done it in the past 7 or 8 years or so.
The number 4 is Someone. This is a daughter of Improbable, a first crop sire and a half sister to Calibrate, who was not only a grade 2 stakes place router, but also, as you see by that asterisk, a debut winner. $65,000 buyback in April after breezing a furlong in 10-2. There's a ton of turf on the bottom of this pedigree.
Yeah, and I will be very curious to see the workout reports produced by our colleague Mike Welch and team on this horse. It's no surprise to me that it looks like they've worked her on the turf at Saratoga. Improbable by City Zip. I think he's going to have the ability to sire a turf runner, some turf in the female family. So they worked her on turf. It looks like maybe she's worked more strongly on dirt. I think they've been trying to figure out what this filly's ultimately going to want to do.
Improbable's gotten off to a little bit of a slow start at stud. He's yet to sire a debut winner, but John Kimmel can get him ready to run first time out. Here's a formulator fact on Kimmel. 2-year-old first-time starters, state-bred maiden special weight dirt sprints, 36%, a $4.67 return on investment. 12-1 on the morning line for the 4, Someone. The 5 is Horseplay. This is a daughter of Honest Mischief, a first crop sire. What do we know about Honest Mischief?
Honest Mischief really bred to be a stallion by Into Mischief, not only a leading sire, but emerging as a sire of sires with Golden Sense, with Practical Joke. And Honest Mischief also from that Juddmonte female family of Empire Maker. A fast horse. He got good opportunity with his first book of mares at Sequel in New York with Juddmonte supporting the New York program. Expect them to need a little bit of development as Honest Mischief really came around as a 3-year-old and 4-year-old. Glad this one has a start under her belt coming in. I think that should help her out.
Yeah, she debuted on turf against 7 other first-time starters, but there is some dirt in this pedigree. The second dam was multiple stakes placed on dirt and was a debut winner. The 6 is Off Script, the morning line favorite, trained by Chad Brown, $200,000 yearling by Instagram, who's gotten off to a pretty good start.
Yeah, Instagram 4 winners so far. He was a good 2-year-old himself, a graded winning early 2-year-old, another son of Into Mischief. We mentioned his sons at stud already. And Instagram was campaigned by Larry Best's OXO Equine. He has no shortage of Instagrams in his barn who are very well bred. He supported him with his good mares. So the fact that he went out to purchase this one for a nice price tag says something to me about their opinion of this horse.
Certainly turf in this pedigree, but the usual workmate for Off Script, Kiss Me Slow, came back and earned a 61 buyer with a solid performance in her debut for Chad Brown the other day. So Off Script looks very well prepared. The 7 is Speed and Beauty. This is a first-time starter by Accelerate. The dam won 3 dirt sprints and is foaled a winner. She's been working downstate at Belmont Park for Melanie Giddings.
Yeah, and I like that the dam won those dirt sprints and adds some speed to this family. Of course, Accelerate was such a rock solid horse in that older male 2-turn division. And this one maybe strikes me as one who will need a little bit of time to develop.
Here's another first crop sire with the 8 Open Flame. This one's by Volatile, who's already done pretty well with his first time starters, clicking 3 winners from 15 starters. The dam was a stakes place dirt sprinter. When you look at this pedigree, you think speed top and bottom.
Absolutely. And Volatile, another one of this year's competitive freshman sire class represented here, a grade 1 winning sprinter himself at Saratoga. And he was another one who was very well received with his first yearlings last year, with some of his 2-year-olds earlier this year. They were really giving a good ROI average on the stud fee. People really believed in this horse and thought he was throwing nice physicals.
Miss Welch completes the field, a gray filly by Stone Street homebred McLean's Music, a half to a multiple stakes winning dirt sprinter. Downtown Mischief was a debut winner. This one sold for $190,000 after breezing a furlong in 10-1. McLean's Music does very well with juvenile debut runners, and there's a lot of speed on the bottom of this pedigree, and this barn's been on fire.
Absolutely. I think, we've got to discuss Jeremiah Englehart's statistics with his 2-year-olds because they're fabulous at Saratoga, particularly with the New York breds. And the aforementioned McLean's Music, that Stone Street homebred who won his only start so impressively, has just become a very good, very consistent stallion, especially with 2-year-old sprinters.
And here's Englehart's formulator fact. 2-year-old debut runners in state-bred maiden special dirt sprints at Saratoga. Wow, 50%, $5.17 ROI. Some really sharp works here for Miss Welch, and it gets an aggressive rider in Kendrick Carmouche. Let's take a look at our top picks for Friday's Spa Baby race presented by Stone Street. And Nicole, I think you're going to the outside here with Miss Welch, and why not, the way this barn's been going.
Yeah, the barn is doing very well. And ultimately, I looked at this race and thought I saw a lot of speed here. Miss Welch, I think, will certainly have speed, but I think the way the race might set up, she might be able to kind of work out a nice little stalking trip outside of them, be in the clear, and make a nice run into the stretch if there's a little bit of a meltdown.
I won't be surprised if she runs well and Won't be surprised if she wins. I'm going to look for a couple of prices in here. Speed and Beauty's maybe a little bit of a reach because she's yet to actually work at Saratoga, but she's going out for a really underrated barn that can get them ready. And Valtellina for Ray Handel, a complexity, and they've been doing very, very well. I want to focus on those two and maybe off script for Chad Brown. 96124 for Nicole, 7162 for me. It's the Friday Spa Baby Race presented by Stone Street. Best of luck.